You might think Austin's light rail is useless, but you're wrong. You can take it to go get Chinese food. And that's what I did on this day, which was so long ago from my dusty archives that I don't even remember when it was exactly. It must have been around Christmas 2023, I guess, as you can see from the train decor. Also, it's pretty cool that you can hang up your bike on these. One thing I think about a lot is how bikes can essentially extend the access of existing transit systems, particularly in a US city with an underdeveloped transit network like Austin. This matters a lot. Now, a little more about uselessness. I hear a lot of people complain that Austin's light rail is useless. It's true that Austin's Red Line has relatively low ridership, and the long headways are another discouraging factor preventing people from using it. However, there's a lot of nuance to this situation. For one, I think some people are under the impression that the Red Line was deliberately designed from the bottom up to connect less populated parts of the city. In fact, the Red Line was a relatively cheap project on existing track that was already owned by Capital Metro, which explains its route. This means that setting up passenger service required track rehab, signals, stations, and trains, but no new right-of-way acquisition, tunneling, or viaduct construction. So it costs around $3 million per mile to set up compared to $100 million plus per mile in other metro rail projects in the USA. Austin's Red Line doesn't get great ridership right now at around 2,000 boardings per weekday, but I think ultimately could prove to be a strong investment if signal upgrades, double tracking, and faster headways are implemented, along with higher density of housing near stations and the city in general. Last I checked, this was all in progress. Plus, if and when Project Connect's light rail is built, the two rail lines connected downtown will create a positive network effect for the entire city and the entire rail system. The design of Project Connect's light rail system is much more deliberate to connect some of the densest and most popular destinations in the city. As such, it is tremendously more expensive, but with the benefit that it should see significantly more ridership compared to the Red Line, like 20 times more ridership. And obviously potentially more with system expansion and population growth in Austin. Anyway, enough ranting. I really like this station, Crestview Station. For people who are wondering where is a cool place that they can go other than downtown on the Red Line, this is probably the number one spot for me at least. Why? Because some of the best Asian food in the city is near this station. There's some nice little bike paths and stuff around this station too. It's not New York City or anything, but I really do like this area and its potential. Anyway, this is my destination, Bamboo House, which is known for having really solid duck. It comes with a yummy broth, and as usual for Peking duck, you make these little wraps. Please try not to make fun of my technique. People that know me know that one of my hobby horses is Asian food, and one of my big cons for Austin as a city is the lack of great Asian food. Now, don't get me wrong, there is some great Asian food in Austin, but a lot of it is up north in the suburbs, and in central Austin, it's either not great or it's overpriced, with a few notable exceptions. But this does give you a reason to explore the city a little bit more, and the fact that there is a light rail line that connects to one of the better hubs for Asian food in the city is definitely cool. After this, I went across the street, which is unfortunately a bit of a nightmare, and past 99 Ranch Market, which is also an excellent Asian grocery store, to Kinokuniya, a Japanese bookstore chain that I really do highly recommend for books, stationery, and basically all manners of cute little gifts. If you don't know, Kinokuniya is a chain that is in a lot of cities. I've been to the one in LA and the one in Seattle many times. And yeah, definitely highly recommend it. Anyways, that's all this time. If you live in or visit Austin, consider taking the train to eat Chinese food. Later, y'all. I was a little disappointed because I thought there were literally no bike parking structures here, but looks like there's one right here